Everything ready to go, Angela? Okay, good morning, and we'll call to order the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, October 28th. Will you please join me in saluting our flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'm Larry Hedkins, currently serving as chair of the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners, and on my immediate left is Brent Smoyer, vice chair, then Commissioner Deb Shore. On my right, Commissioner Jane Raybold and Roma Amundsen. Assisting us with the meeting this morning will be Brittany Behrens, Deputy County Attorney. Angela Zokol will be our recording secretary. And to begin our agenda will be Dan Nolde, our county clerk.
Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk's staff. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on Tuesday, October 21st, 2014, and the minutes of the joint meeting with the Lancaster County Agricultural Society held on Thursday, October 16th, 2014.
Move approval.
Second?
Are there additions or corrections to either of those sets of minutes?
I know I did not attend the Agricultural Society meeting, so I guess a vote to approve the minutes even in
Okay.
abstention, I guess.
And I did not attend the Board of Commissioners meeting held on the 21st, but I did attend the Lancaster
Maybe
Agriculture.
we should approve the minutes separately.
So with those two corrections on attendance, is there any other additions or corrections? If not, could we have a motion to approve those?
We
with
have a
the
motion.
amendments? Okay.
So move.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the minutes with those corrections.
Twice.
Well, I'll second the corrections, too.
Okay. Call the roll, please.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 are claims. Approval of all claims processed through Tuesday, October 28th, 2014.
Move approval of the claims?
Second.
Discussion. Call the roll.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore, Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 3 is new business. Resolution in the matter of dissolution of the Yankee Ridge Road Improvement District.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion. Call the roll, please.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3B is a resolution authorizing the installation of a driveway road warning sign on South 98th Street, approximately 500 feet south of the drive to 8400 South 98th Street from northbound traffic.
Move approval.
Second.
County Engineer Pam Dingman called me about this a few minutes ago and said that she was very busy getting ready for the 1 and 7 tonight, and then she also had a review committee that just came in, but she said this is their recommendation. She has reviewed it and is fully supportive.
1 and 6 is at 7.
Is there any further discussion? Call the roll, please.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. C is a recommendation from purchasing and emergency management to issue a purchase order to Strikers EMS for 2 Power Pro XT powered ambulance cots at a total cost of $28,928.64.
Move approval.
Second?
Discussion. Call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. D is a contract with the Office PAL for the annual supply of Lexmark toner cartridges. Term of the contract is 4 years from the date of execution.
Move approval?
Second.
Discussion. Call the roll.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3E is amendment to County Contract C-12-344 with iPrint Technologies for the annual supply of printer cartridges. The amendment reflects the pricing changes per attachment A.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore, Raybold,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. F is an amendment to County Contract C-13-549 with Company Care for employee medical exams on an as-needed basis. The amendment renews the agreement for an additional one-year term from November 5th, 2014 to November 4th, 2015.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. G is an amendment to County Contract C-11-588 with All Road Barricades, Inc. for the annual supply of traffic channelizing and barricade devices. The amendment renews the agreement for an additional one-year term from November 8th, 2014 to November 7th, 2015.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. H is amendment to County Contract C-12-556 with Precision Delta Corporation for the annual supply of ammunition. The amendment renews the agreement for an additional one-year term from September 25th, 2014 to September 24th, 2015.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3I is an amendment to County Contract C-12-557 with Targets Online for the annual supply of ammunition. The amendment renews the agreement for an additional one-year term from September 25th, 2014 to September 24th, 2015.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. J is an amendment to County Contract C-12-558 with GT Distributors for the annual supply of ammunition. The amendment renews the agreement for an additional one-year term from September 25th, 2014 to September 24th, 2015.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. K is amendment to County Contract C-12-559 with Ultramax Ammunition for the annual supply of ammunition. The amendment renews the agreement for an additional one-year term from September 25th, 2014 to September 24th, 2015.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3L is a mini-grant contract application and award with the Nebraska Office of Highway Safety to pay mileage and overtime in the amount of $6,247.50 for the You Drink and Drive, You Lose crackdown.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion?
I'll-
Sheriff? It
morning.
never hurts to reemphasize this a little bit.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm just available to answer any questions that you might have about any of these three applications, these contracts from the Nebraska Office of Highway Safety. These are annual initiatives. The Drink You Drive You Lose and the Click It or Ticket campaigns are annual initiatives around the holiday season, beginning in about Labor Day and ending around the first of the year after the holidays. And so we've taken part in this for a number of years in the past, and it's very helpful. And then the number M is the mini grant for the portable breath testers. So,
I was just going to ask you about those portable ones. How reliable are they? And
they
tell us
help.
a little bit.
They just help us establish probable cause. So once if there's an indication with a preliminary breath test that the person might be over, then we need to take them down for a more precise test.
Okay. Thank you for those explanations. Any further questions for the sheriff? If not, I believe we have a motion and a second. Call roll, please.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. M is a mini grant contract application and award with the Nebraska Office of Highway Safety to purchase 6 preliminary breath testing units in the amount of $1,710.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. N is a mini grant contract application and award of the Nebraska Office of Highway Safety to pay mileage and overtime in the amount of $5,889.10 for the click it or ticket mobilization.
Move approval.
Oh,
Move
second.
approval.
Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3O is an agreement between the Nebraska State Patrol and Lancaster County on behalf of the Lancaster County Sheriff for use of the county firearms range for training and qualification testing. Term of the agreement is 1 year from the date of execution.
Move approval.
Second.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. P is a 2014 subrecipient agreement for the Southeast Region with the Nebraska Emergency Management Agency. Term of the agreement is September 25th, 2014 to August 31st, 2016.
Move approval.
Second.
Brittany
Brittany's-
Behrens, Deputy Lancaster County Attorney. Jim David Saver is unavailable today and asked that I notify the board that the Nebraska Emergency Management Agency contacted him yesterday and sent him a revised subrecipient agreement, adding in some additional grant funds for this grant. So the actual amount of approval will be $206,355. And it's approximately an additional $35,000 for specific NRIN programming, and that was just included in, and we received notification from FEMA yesterday.
So is that okay with the maker and the seconder to amend that amount? Thank you, Brittany. Okay, call the roll, please.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3Q is an interlocal agreement with the Nebraska Secretary of State Records Management Division to provide microfilm imaging services. The state will pay Lancaster County for microfilm imaging services in accordance with pricing as listed in the agreement. Term of the agreement is October 1st, 2014 to September 30th, 2015.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold.
Yes.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. R is an agreement between Sharon Knob and Lancaster County on behalf of the Lancaster County Community Corrections to provide clinical trauma treatment supervision. The county shall pay $150 per hour, not to exceed 8 hours per month for the services provided. Term of the agreement is October 1st, 2014 to September 30th, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. S is an agreement with the Nebraska Administrative Office of the Courts for the purchase and installation of video conferencing equipment for the district court. The courts will provide the county $25,000 toward the cost of the project.
Move approval.
This is Jennifer Kulwicki with the District Court. I was just here if you had any questions. Judge Burns asked me to come over in support of this.
Fair enough.
Yes, Commissioner Raybold.
Have you received estimates? What is the total cost for the video conferencing?
We are working now with the state to see if we can purchase things off of the contracts that they already have to purchase video conferencing equipment, and we're awaiting some revised estimates from them, so I don't have firm numbers that I'm comfortable giving at this point.
Do you remember what is the cost per courtroom to go ahead and get the video conferencing installed?
We were at about $18,000 per courtroom, but we're hoping that the costs will be slightly different going off of the state contracts. And they would also be providing support for that in a way that we do not have built into our current model.
So do you mean in addition to the $25,000, they might be providing some other support, or?
I mean by that technical support for the systems that we
Okay.
would purchase. There is the possibility that the Administrative Office of Courts might be willing to provide additional support as we implement this model and find success in it. They're already looking at getting some of the state prison facilities set up with something similar so that we'll be able to expand this fairly rapidly once they've got some of those facilities online as well.
Commissioner Shore?
Do you have any timeline for the project?
You know, again, I'm waiting for those estimates, and it will kind of depend on that, or if we have to go through the bidding process. We are really hoping to get this going in some courtrooms, at least on the district court level, early next year.
Thank you.
Any
I'll
further
second
questions?
Commissioner Amundsen's
We do
motion.
have a motion. I think
I have
Jane
a
made it.
motion.
Did we second it? Okay, and moved and seconded. Any further discussion? If not, call the roll, please.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. He is a grant contract with Interchurch Ministries in Nebraska to provide funding of $63,000 annually for resource coordination of local partners and volunteers who will provide parenting and relationship instruction to current adult drug court participants. Term of the grant contract is October 1st, 2014 to September 30th, 2017.
Move approval.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. U is a business associate agreement and administrative services agreement with Flex Plan Services, Inc. for ongoing administration of Lancaster County's flexible benefits plan and health flexible spending arrangement.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. V is an agreement between the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, Local 2468, and Lancaster County for the contract term August 21st, 2014 to August 17th, 2016.
Move approval?
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. W are labor negotiations.
Would the board concur that we go ahead and just recess this meeting, finish Board of Equalization, then come back to it? Okay. Want to proceed, Mr. Clerk?
Number 4, consent items, receive and place on file the September 2014 report for the county sheriff.
Move approval of the consent items.
Second.
Discussion? Oh, no, no discussion. Just call the roll. It's a consent
Ammon-
item.
Amundson, Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 5 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
If anyone wishes to make public comment, if they'd come forward, and please sign in the register, state your name, and then you'll have 5 minutes to visit with us.
Thank you, Commissioners. I've got a little cold. I live at 5101 Saltillo Road. My name is Jim Becker. I've lived there for 37 years. And my comment is on the road from 68th to Highway 77, and it's just grown into a monster. I'm going to give you some of the traffic counts on this. In front of my house, it is 6,355, and by the time you get to Highway 77, it is 7,937. Now, this road has never been improved in the 40 years, since it's been paved. There's no turn lanes, there's no shoulders, there's embankments that are 13 to 18 feet deep. It's terrible. We've had 2 fatalities at the end of my driveway since May. One of them is 54th Street. Now, I'm going to tell you, you re-permitted Swartz Quarry. What happened there is you brought more heavy traffic back onto Saltillo. The uniqueness of Saltillo is, of course, that it's all T-sections. Everything ends up on Saltillo Road. And last year, I believe they finished paving to Highway 2. This is the south bypass. That's going to bring more traffic onto this, and it's heavy traffic too. It's not just vehicles. I've walked into the county engineer's office to the desk, and they have no plans for improvement. But somebody's got to take a look at this. The traffic counts are way beyond anything in the county.
Will you be available to be at our 1 and 6 year road hearing this evening, or is that the reason you're coming now?
I didn't know you were having that. I would be glad to.
Okay.
Now, I've worked with the state, sheriff's department, city, and county, and I've talked with everyone, and I've got a lot of information here, and I've given you just the pertinent stuff. I feel it needs some attention.
You're certainly, with the two facilities there, I can see why, as a good citizen, you'd want to find some corrective actions. Do you have a reason, or can you give another reason other than the Swartz Quarry, why the increased traffic there? Is it just because of the increase in population?
The increase in population, but with the T-sections, you've got everything south, all the traffic south out of Lincoln ends up on Saltillo Road because
No
of the
place else to
T-section
go. Yeah.
situation. Now, and then, of course, this paving this the rest of the way of Highway 2 is just going to bring more traffic onto it too. But yeah, you know, since I've lived there, I used to walk down to the mail and get it any time, and now people leave their mail in the mailbox. You can't
Dangerous.
make a left turn into your driveway. I raised children that got on school buses that had to cross that road, and we were there every day. And this was 20, 25 years ago. So this needs some attention. And every year I get on the internet and look for 1 and 6 year plans, and it's not in there. But every other road out there is improved. And this is the busy one. That's a lot of traffic.
It is, yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for bringing that to our attention, and you're welcome to come this evening here in this chamber.
I will do that.
It's
That's it.
advantageous because the entire roads department, management team is here, as well as the county engineer, and the documentation you have can then be entered in the record, and we'll have that information available. Appreciate it.
There is some connection to the south bypass in all of this, and I haven't put it together. The reluctance to take care of this road is beyond me. In 2001, the bridge over Salt Creek completely fell into the creek. Now shouldn't that be fixed before that? I mean, it's been a neglected road.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. There are others would wish to come before the county board at this point? If not, Mr. Clerk, will you proceed?
Next is number 6, announcements. The public hearing will be held on Tuesday, October 28th, 2014, at 7 p.m. in Room 112 of the County City Building regarding the 1 and 6 year road and bridge improvement program for July 1st, 2015 through June 30th, 2020. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, October 30th, 2014 at 8:30 a.m. in the Bill Luxford Studio of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold their next regular meeting on Tuesday, November 4th, 2014 at 10:30 a.m. in Room 112 of the County City Building, with the Board of Equalization immediately following. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live, but is rebroadcast on Tuesday and Saturday on 5 City TV, Cable Channel 5. In addition, the meeting may be viewed on the internet at lancaster.ne.gov under 5 City TV, Video on Demand, or 5 City TV on YouTube.
We'll recess the regular county board meeting and open the Lancaster County Board of Equalization meeting for Tuesday, October 28th.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all relevant material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk's staff. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Also in attendance this morning is Scott Gaines from the county assessor's office. Agenda item 1 are minutes, approval of minutes of the Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, October 21st, 2014.
Move approval.
Second?
Are there additions or corrections? Seeing none, call the roll, please.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Abstain?
Smoyer,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 4 yes, 1 abstention. Number 2 are additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls.
Move approval, additions and deductions?
Second.
Discussion, call the roll.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 3 are motor vehicle tax exemption applications for Bryan Medical Center, Connecting Point Church of the Nazarene, Good Neighbor Community Center, Indian Center, and Nebraska Crop Improvement Association.
Move approval of the motor vehicle tax exemption applications.
Second.
Discussion, call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 4 is a notice of taxable status. This is for Palmyra District OR1.
Good morning, Scott Gaines, Deputy Assessor, Register of Deeds. This is a property in Bennett that is owned by the Palmyra School District that's currently being rented to a private individual. This is just to notify them that it will be on the tax roll as not used for a public purpose at this time.
Okay, you've heard the explanation from the County Assessor Register of Deeds Office.
Based on the recommendation of the Register of Deeds, I move we change the taxable status.
Second.
Notice of taxable status. Any further discussion? Call the roll.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 5 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to County Board of Equalization business not on agenda may do so at this time.
Anyone wishes to make public comment? Seeing none, we'll proceed with adjournment.
Move we adjourn the Board of Equalization meeting?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Shore,
Yes.
Raybold,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Smoyer,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Mr. Chair, move we go into executive session for purposes of labor negotiations and protect the public interest
Second.
at 10:58.
Second.
It's been moved that we go into executive session for labor negotiations and to protect the public interest at 10:59. Call the roll, please.
Shore? Yes. Raybold?